I will share it afterwards. And if you want to take a look at it, or perhaps even share it with people that you might have that are interested in the business opportunity that are here. So we're going to do, I'm going to share my screen. And also for those of you who don't know me, the computer, I am definitely not particularly tech savvy, so I always struggle. So hopefully I'll get through this tonight. But tonight we're talking about Pampered Chef. And I want to tell you that I have been with Pampered Chef for 10 years, and Pampered Chef has changed my life. It has given Jack and I the ability to be senior citizens and not be on a fixed income. We have not had to touch our savings or our 401k or any of our retirement, and it's only because of Pampered Chef. Last year, my husband is a bicyclist. He is 78 years old. For those of you who know Jack, he's amazing. And he bicycles about 140 to 160 miles a week. And last year, he went to Italy with his daughter on a 10-day bicycle tour. They did Florence, from Florence to Rome. It was amazing. Let me tell you that that did not happen on Social Security. That was with the help of Pampered Chef and the money that I make. So Pampered Chef can be whatever you want it to be. And with that, we're going to get started. So again, it's the great thing about it is it's flexible. You can work when you want to work. You're your own boss. I have to tell you that I cannot stand being told what to do. It is just one of my many, many faults. And when you guys get to know me, you're going to know I have a lot of them. And so one of them is I'm very opinionated. So when people tell me to do something that is not something I want to do, it doesn't bode well with me. So I am now my own boss. I am the chief executive officer of my own company. Heck, I'm the chief financial officer of my own company, which is super cool. Okay. And I love what I do. I have a lot of fun. I personally love doing home cooking shows, but I love the virtual shows that kind of just for me, they're fill-ins to my cooking shows, but they are amazing and they can be fun too. The most important thing is to have fun. I mean, how many people can say, I love my job and I have fun at it? And that's what Pampered Chef to me is all about. It's flexible. You're your own boss. You have fun, and you're going to make the income that you want to make. That's going to be your choice. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. So you're in your business for yourself, but not by yourself. There are 304 people in this organization, and I'm going to tell you that we are all here to help one another. We all have our own gifts. Some of us are really great at doing pictures. That would not be me. Some of them are really great at technology. That also would not be me. I'm not quite sure what I'm great at, except that I love my job. But the great thing is we're all here to work together, and we're all here to help each other out. And really and truly, that's what makes Pampered Chef so wonderful. Okay, come on. For those of you who have never been to the home office, this is it. It is phenomenal. When Tracy Britt Cool took over a few years ago, she took out all of the little offices and all of the dividers, and this whole business, this whole office area, it's all glass. So it's like you're in this giant fishbowl all the time. And then they have these phenomenal boards that if you have an idea, you just write it on. It's really super cool. If you go to conference next year, you might want to take the home office tour. And then this was us last year. Again, I told you we have a great team. We were all at the Columbia House in St. Augustine having a grand old time. So we are a fun organization. So let's talk a little bit about selling. So for example, let's start with an average new consultant. An average new consultant, her show is probably $500. On $500, you're going to make a 20% commission. Okay, so now on $500, you've made $100 commission. However, if you do two parties that are $500, now you've at $1,200, you're over $1,000 in sales, so that you're now at 22%, and you can see where it goes up. you can earn as much as 31%. When you get to 15,000 in career sales, you're going to get a 2% bonus, 2% raise in everything that you do. That is super cool. I'm going to tell you that for those of you who don't know me, I used to work at NASCAR. And when I was at NASCAR, the average raise was a 1.5%. So Pampered Chef is giving you a 2% raise just by getting to $15,000 in sales. So there's your commission. And you can even build your income more, okay, by adding people to your team, of course. So for example, we have a senior consultant. You have one person on your team. And when you're a senior consultant and you submit and your team member submits, you make 1% extra on yourself and on them. When you're a team leader, you're going to make 2% on yourself and on their sales, as long as you do, I want to say 750 in sales and your team does 2,500. And I'm not sure if that's 750 or 250, and I apologize for that. And then, of course, as you reach director, advanced director, it goes up as you have more people. And the thing that's nice about recruiting is it's fun to have someone that you know working with you. So again, it doesn't matter if you do live cooking shows, if you do virtual parties. We do have an outlet for those of you who might not be familiar. And of course, we have the interactive catalog that you can just give. So I like to pamper my businesses. I'm getting my pedicure this week. So when I go to my pedicure, I think I'm going to make some popcorn and I'm going to make some brownie bites. I'm going to do a nice little basket with the new catalog in it, a season's best, toaster tongs, and some little gifts, and just go ahead and pamper my local businesses. Your hairdresser is another one that's great to post, to pamper. So you don't necessarily have to always do cooking shows. You can get out in the community and meet people. Don't have a clue what this one's for. Okay. Let's talk about the September new consultant special. Now, for those of you, they did post recently that we have always had a new consultant special, okay? And for after this month, we might necessarily not have one every single month. But let me back that up just for a minute and say to you that the sign-on bonus that Pampered Chef offers every single month to every single new consultant is amazing. So when you sell $500 in sales, I think that might be the next slide, and I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to stop that just for a minute and let you know that if you join this month, and when you do $1,250 in sales, you get our new blender absolutely free. That's a $350 value. So now you're getting a $349 value if you sign on with, say, for example, a $159 kit. You've got $700 in product right there. And don't forget, you're making your commission on the $1,250. Okay? So what? I'm going to get it for free? Yep, really, you can do that. But wait, now, so I did get ahead of myself. Here's the new consultant offers that is every single month. And this is what is so phenomenal. When you submit $500 in sales, you earn the egg cooker and the mini skinny scraper. And that's in your first 30 days. If you submit $1,250, and do you see this? In your first 90 days, it's not even 30 anymore, it's 90. You get the 9-inch nonstick fry pan absolutely free. Super cool. Oh, and it doesn't give the next one, whereas if you do 2,500, then you're going to get the 10-inch stainless steel. That's a phenomenal amazing things that Pampered Chef offers to new consultants. And if you actually get to 5,000, which has been done, then you're going to get the knife set. So these are sign-on bonuses that we give every single month. Without fail, we offer this. But for right now, in the month of September, if you join this month, when you get to $1,250 in sales in your first 30 days, you can get the new blender for free. In case you hadn't noticed, I'm from New England. So for me, it's a blender. For you, it might be a blender. I think that's right. So are you ready for the fall? These are the best months of the year, Guy. They really and truly are. But let me tell you something. You might say to yourself, why is this here? Because I am not going to get down on my knees and propose to you. I'm not going to ask you to marry me. I'm not going to give you a ring. I ask you to give me 30 days. Let's do a 30-day trial. If you do this for 30 days and you do 4 parties, whether they're virtual parties or cooking parties or catalog parties, it doesn't matter. Any kind of party that you want to do. At the end of 30 days, if you say, Kathy, I don't want to do this. This is just not me. I'm not comfortable with it. We love customers as much as we love consultants. So there are no Pampered Chef police. No one's going to take your product back from you. Okay. No one's even going to slap your hand. We're going to say that you gave it the best that you could do, and it's just not something that you're comfortable with. So you walk away with your commission, with your new product, and I still have a customer. So please, don't feel that it's something you're committed to for the rest of your life if it's not something that you're happy with. Again, remember, we want you to have fun. So these are the new kits, and here's the great thing about the new kits, okay? They build on themselves. So we have the starter kit for $99. Let me tell you something. I've spent $99 on a lot of things, but I have never spent $99 on anything that has changed my life as much as Pampered Chef has. I am not kidding. So for $99, you see that crock right there? That's like a $119 product that you're getting in the $99. You're going to get the quick slice. That's one of my favorite. This manual food processor, that's a $60 product right there. I made appleberry salsa this weekend for a 3-day event I was in. Everybody went crazy over it. Okay, so that's the $99. So if you're actually going to be a virtual consultant and you don't feel you need any products, that $99 kit is terrific. And let me tell you something else. You do not have to re-sign every year. There are a lot of the direct sales companies that you have to re-sign every year. You have to re-sign every month. As long as you stay active, you never have to re-sign again. That's phenomenal. Okay, so let's move on to the deluxe kit. Your deluxe kit is $159, but it's over $700 in product. And if you check this out, okay, the rock crock goes from the everyday rock crock to the Dutch oven. That is my favorite. That is my go-to. Love it all the time. Bar pan, my absolute favorite piece of stoneware. And of course, again, you've got your manual food processor, your quick slice, and so many other things. You've got one of our knives, okay, which have a lifetime warranty. Your batter bowl, of course. So again, $700. But then if you choose the deluxe, and this kit is to die for, it's crazy. You're getting $1,100 in product for $259. I just bought an Apple Watch. It cost me $349. So I can have Mickey Mouse say to me what time it is. And oh, by the way, I've had it for 4 days, and Mickey's not talking to me. Not quite sure why he's not talking to me, but he's not. Okay. So your Dutch oven is here, but do you see this? Do you see this? You get the quick cooker. That's $249 you're getting in the kit. And then there's, there's just so much more. You get some of the attachment switches. That's the casserole dish, the manual food processor. Oh my gosh, the quick slice. There's just so much here. Again, the knives, the salad chopper. Couldn't live without my salad chopper. For $259. This is an amazing buy. Okay. And what's the worst that could happen? You end up with $1,100 in product and you walk away and you say, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this. But what's the best that can happen? It can be whatever you want it to be. Okay. So say, for example, you want a new car payment. I don't know anything about a lot of the people who have joined us tonight. I don't know if you drop your children off at daycare and it's not something that you want. It breaks your heart every time you do it. I don't know if you need a new car and that car you don't have the money in your monthly budget. How about a vacation that you don't have to put on your credit card, or better still, debt-free holidays? I don't know anything about you. What I do know is that Pampered Chef can be whatever you want it to be. So if you just need that car payment, which, by the way, when I started with Pampered Chef, I started because I needed health insurance, which was $400 a month. That meant that I had to do 4 parties in order to make my $400 a month. Shortly after that, I was hired at NASCAR, so the first thing I did was buy myself a brand new Camaro. I've bought 2 more since then. I am quite spoiled. There's no question about it. But the best that can happen is it can give you these things that you want. And it doesn't matter to us if you want to be a hobbyist and do one party a month. If you have a car payment, that means you have to do 4 parties a month. Or if you want to be a full-time consultant and earn an income of $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 a month. What I'm telling you is that Pampered Chef can be that for you. Pampered Chef works. It's just a question of how much are you willing to work. That's what's important. So I think I've explained pretty much everything. Does anybody have any questions that I can answer for them tonight? Everybody, you can unmute yourself if you want. Anybody got questions? No questions. You guys are quiet. Joy, any questions, darling?
Kathy, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, it's Bridget. My show that's going on now,
Yeah.
Can that be turned into my starter show, and how does that work?
You and I can talk about that. We can turn that into your starter show if you'd like to. Because a lot of the girls use credit cards, I'm not exactly sure how we go about getting payment from them, but that's something that you and I could talk about.
Okay.
The other thing too also is you can use, which thank you, I'm glad you reminded me of this. You can use $25 or $50 toward your kit credit. Anybody can, any hostess can do that. So if your show is at $300, you can use $25. If your show gets $500, you can use $50 of your $90. And of course, this month, if it gets to $550, you've got $190 free. So yes, we can do it. I'm just not exactly sure how we're going to do it, but yes, we can do it.
Okay.
Anyone else have any questions? Bridget, did I answer all questions you might have had regarding Pampered Chef?
Yeah, I'm just deciding on which kit, and I know which one I want.
Right. Of course, we all want.
Yeah. And I'm just deciding if anybody has like booked a show yet or not.
We already have a show booked. We
Okay.
do. Yeah, so you've already got one show booked. So, but we'll talk tomorrow night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, ladies, does anybody else have
Kathy,
a question? Yes.
this Libby.
Hi, Miss
You
Lee.
can hear me, correct?
Yep.
In the chat, my person who is listening tonight, Jess Lewis,
Yep.
has a question there. Can you see that?
Why can't I see the chat? You know why I can't see the chat? Because I'm on, I've got to stop sharing. Okay.
Oh,
Give me 1 minute.
I can just read it to you if you want me to.
Okay, go ahead.
She says, I know there are live cooking shows, but can I use a platform like YouTube to do a demonstration video?
Oh, absolutely. For those of you who know me, you know I do live videos all the time.
But you do them in Facebook mostly, right?
You can. I have a YouTube video.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I do, and I actually, when I was somewhere along the line, about a year ago, every single Tuesday I did a demonstration, and I actually, if you go to my YouTube video, you'll see them. I numbered them, and I tried to do one every single, I tried to do a demonstration every month, every Tuesday. And on Wednesday, I would demonstrate a product.
Okay.
So that, and the important thing is to be consistent. And honestly, this is another one of my faults. The only thing I'm consistent in is consistent, except in my Pampered Chef business. I am incredibly consistent in my Pampered Chef business. I have been for 10 years, but I'm not necessarily consistent in like the videos that I should do.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's the great thing.
But it's possible.
It absolutely is. So here's the great thing. It's dinner time, right? What are you going to make for dinner? You're going to make, I don't know, you're going to make a snack, appleberry salsa. So you do the appleberry salsa. I've got some people that every single time they do dinner, they do a video. So yes, you definitely can do from a YouTube.
Okay. She said she thinks that's wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me ask you something. A year from now, you will have wished that you started today. Trust me on that. And I and you and we can seriously accomplish anything together. We are a very strong support system. We are here to help you 100%. I'm going to stop sharing now. Oh, look at that. Now I can see the chat. Okay. Was there somebody else? It looks like there was. Okay, and I think that's it. Does anybody else have any questions for me this evening? No? All right, I'm going to end the meeting. I'm going to end the recording, and I will go ahead, and it might not get on there tonight, but it will be on there if anybody needs to take a look at it and share it with some of their people. Okay, guys?
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you.
You're
Good
welcome.
night.
Good night,
Thank
everybody.
you.